Hello, I'm Steve. This is the Patio Heat channel where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decision for your application. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this residential application. Let's go, so what it is, it's a outdoor deck area that they have a structure built onto. You can see here that they have a entertainment wall here, and there's 3 sides open. There is also a rooftop, and I would consider this is a partial block or wind block. So if there's wind coming from this area over here, this direction, then that's a good wind block for this space here. So something to consider. Anything else? There might be a fan inside here. I'm not quite sure of that, and the rafter system or joist up here may be exposed. I'm not sure about that either, but we are going to just meet the clearances to combustibles anyways, and that will work out just fine. Let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions here. I have 15 feet by 15 feet. It's actually 15.2 because I made the post a little bit larger here, 1 inch larger than I originally had it, but that's okay. We have a rooftop starting at 7'6", and the bottom of this beam right here, which is a I believe this is a 10-inch beam. I have this bottom of it at 6'8.5" roughly. See if there's anything else. So the configuration of the seating pattern that I have here is just basic. Just seating area. I don't have any dining space out here or anything of that nature. Not that that's going to make a big difference in this application, but so I just have it as a kind of a reclining area. And you'll notice that it's pretty much filling up the most of the space here. We're missing a little bit over here, and same over on this side over here. So if the seating is going to be a little bit differently arranged, that's going to be fine. You'll see how much area that covers. So let's go ahead and look at the option 1. Now this will be utilizing 4 slimline 4,000 watt units. If you did a calculation of a 15 by 15, you'll come up with roughly about 4.5 units to heat up the whole space. And you can see here that we're heating up pretty much the whole space. We're missing about a foot on this edge over here. Just about. I have these posts at I think these are 10-inch posts that I have, or maybe 8-inch posts. So you can see if that was true, then we're about 2 feet, or 1 foot rather, there, and 1 foot over here on the side here, and then probably we're hitting the whole arrangement over here. So with 4 units, I think we'll be successfully able to warm the whole space up with 4,000 watt units on a 15 by 15 foot area. So that would be my number 1 option. Now we do need to take a look at the clearances to combustibles. So one issue that I did see on this is, let's see if I have it here. Yeah, I don't have it here, but in any case, what we want to make sure we have is, oh, maybe this is it right here. Here we go. Try this out. Okay, thank you. Thank you for waiting there. In any case, we have 18 inches of clearance from this edge here to this edge here. So we want to make sure that we're meeting that 18 inches, and that same is true to over here. And now the manufacturer states that you would probably want 3 foot of clearance between the 2 heaters, but that's not a code issue, that's just a recommendation. So something like this, you'll have a very warm spot here with 2 4,000 watt units, especially at the height here. Let's just go back and see what that was again. I think it was 7'6" was the top up here. So that's actually the heater itself is going to be 6.5 feet off the ground. You can see that we're not quite 6'8", but in any case, that would be a kind of a warm spot. So it does call for 4.5 units, and this is 4 units. I think it's going to warm up the space right, but there will be a little bit of warmer spot here than there would be, let's say, over here. And then the same would be true, here. There's a little bit of crossover here, so it'll be a little bit warmer over here than, let's say, over here, something like that. One other thing is that I did place these on the beam going across here, and I do have them at a 30-degree tilt from straight out, it would be 60 degrees down, or from straight up, 30 degrees out. So just bear that in mind. And I think that is about it. So let's go ahead and look at the next option. Next option we have would be possibly using just 2 units, and I've placed them up on the ceiling, on the slope part of the ceiling here, just to have that as a visual. You could also just place it on the beam that I had here before. However, I just wanted to show what this would look like. It's pulling this up, you know, a little bit higher off the ground than it was before, and that's why I kind of like it. So one thing, you know, just to note that this is infrared light waves. It's a light fixture. If you can imagine pointing a flashlight at a wall, you'll get a circle of light, let's say, and the closer you get, the tighter the circle is, but the brighter it becomes, and the further you walk away from that, the wider that circle becomes and the less intense it becomes. So these are the same thing. So when you raise the heater up just even a few inches, your ray itself becomes wider, and it's not as intense, but it does become wider throughout the span. Now again, it still calls for 4.5 units. I'm just showing what this would look like with just 2 units here, and that might be all this particular customer needs, is just the 2 units, and you'll get a fair decent amount of coverage. You can see we're missing about 3 feet here and about 3 feet over here is what we're really missing. So just bear that in mind, and keeping it higher off the ground makes it just a little bit easier to broaden out this ray itself. So just let's go ahead and look at the clearances here. You can see that we're actually not quite meeting the clearance here, so we'd probably need to change this angle slightly. I just went with the same slope angle as the ceiling. So what we'd probably want to do is go ahead and, you know, change this angle over, and let's see if we can do that. Maybe somewhere in the maybe just a 2 degree tilt here. Let's see here. I'm just going to go with 2 degrees, and let's see what that looks like. Maybe we should go with 4 degrees. So let's go ahead and change that back, and we'll try a 4 degree tilt. Now this isn't perfect because I don't have it lined up perfectly, but let's just go with a 4 and try a 6. Actually, my clearance ray isn't staying with the heater itself, so let's go ahead and just try this at 4 degrees again and see what that does. This will give us a true clearance of what we really want. So let's see what we can do here. And this is why I kind of try to do these things beforehand, but here's 4 degrees here, and we're at, still there. So 5 degrees, 6 degrees, and 7 degrees. So 7 degrees further than what I have the ceiling at. So the main thing though is that you can make your adjustments based on what those true clearances are, the true dimensions are of your patio, the true dimensions of your slope, things of that nature, and then you can come up with meeting the clearances of combustibles. And if you look here, so that's the bottom clearance of the heater, and the top clearance of the heater would be, here we go. I didn't make this angle change, but I had already met that clearance there because I came off, I believe, 12 inches off of this edge here up, so that I was able to get more of the heat higher and further out along the seating area here. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Please hit that like button. We don't advertise. We're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel unless we receive a thumbs up from you, and we truly appreciate that. You have an excellent day.